I wasn't like a diehard WWE fan. I was a casual fan. I've always had so much respect for the sport. I always thought it was so cool. I had my favorite wrestlers growing up, but I wasn't watching Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown every day like some people are doing now, you know. But they asked me like, what does this belt mean? Like, what is it exactly? And even to me, when I was an outsider, I don't think I really understood what the belts meant. And now that I'm in the industry and I'm learning from my peers around me, and I have such respect for the art of wrestling because it's by far the hardest thing I've ever done. It's much harder than boxing. Boxing is about navigating stress, I think, because the hard work comes natural for boxers. They tend to just, get in the gym, do their work. But it's stressful. There's a lot of pressure. And if you can navigate stress well, which I can, wrestling's much harder because it's a 360-degree art. There are so many things involved in this sport that make it extremely difficult. So people ask me, like, what's so special about the belt? What does it mean? And to me, it's a symbol of accomplishment and trust in the craft and the human. The WWE doesn't just give this belt to someone. It is them entrusting you with their publicly traded company worth $4 billion at the moment. Like, it's a big deal that they stamp you and are willing to say you're significant enough and have done enough disruption in our company for us to put one of our titles on you. There's only what, 4 or 5? Like, there's not that many of them, and there's a bunch of people on the roster. And so winning this for me was such a achievement, because in that moment when my hand was raised and they handed me this shiny, heavy belt, the United States champion, I just saw my whole life in front of my eyes, all my ups, all my downs, even from when I was a kid, from almost dying when I hit my head on a trampoline 1 inch away from my temple. I have a metal plate in my head now. The injuries I suffered in high school, writing down on a piece of paper, I will be the best, I will be a champion, I will be better, faster, stronger than I was last year, I will excel, and manifesting a future so bright that I didn't even know it was possible. Then all of a sudden one day I'm in Saudi Arabia performing for 10,000 people and millions at home, holding the United States champion, a homegrown kid who worked his ass off, and at one point in my life when I was a little kid, held the little WWE belt on my shoulder, and now I have a real one that's mine. And it's a dream I never thought I could accomplish, because I just never thought it was possible. Like, what simulation are we living in? But it was such a special moment because it's so symbolic of all the things I have overcome and how hard I've worked to be where I am today, not just in the WWE. This podcast, the company, the hurdles, the fiance, wrestling, boxing, everything is culminated, and that is the physical embodiment of my hard work and the ups and downs I've had my entire life. And so that's why it's a big fucking deal.
I'll steal that shit from you right now.
You won't.
I'll take that shit right now.
I got 2 questions.
Sure.
The springboard backflip that you did you practice that with him?
Springboard backflip. I have to say, holding Rey Mysterio in my arms and backflipping off the second rope is probably one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life. My dad texted me, he goes, you did a backflip holding a full-grown man in your arms from the second rope. And before I did it, I knew this was going to be a life moment for me. Like, Rey Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all times, is in my arms, and I'm about to send a backflip that I've never done before, to answer your question. I've never done that before, ever. We just sent it, and thank God it was okay. But whoa, that was a moment of the match where I think it happened so quick, and even the angles maybe didn't capture the intensity of it the right way, that it may have went over some people's heads. But I want to keep going harder. That's my thing, and potentially my problem is I want to go like to the top rope for the next time. I want to jump off higher stuff. It's
2 luchadors back.
I want to do 2 luchadors, one on the front, one on the back. Yeah. It's something that I can do in the WWE, because while I don't have the experience of my peers, I'd like to go to the PC and start training and maybe make some more appearances on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, so I can get that respect and maybe get that experience, even though I am late to the game. I'm extremely late. The one thing I can do, and I'm excited to do, is anything risky. I'm ballsy. I don't give a fuck. I will send it. I love entertainment. I will close my eyes and just go. And that can be risky, and I have to be reeled in sometimes by the producers and the people at the WWE. But like, I'm trying to do some Mick Foley type off the top of the cage onto a table from 30 feet high, Jeff Hardy type shit, Swanton Bomb through the, like, that's what I want to do. And I want to do it with the endeavor and pursuit of getting more belts, to be honest with you. Like, do I become tag team champion with Dominic Mysterio?
Love Dom.
Could be fun. You got two heels. You got two people who the audience loves to hate. And I like Dom. I like Dom.
Backstage, we saw him say what up to you. Was there other talent that said what up to you?
Yeah. Another person who has just been so nice to me in the WWE is Cody Rhodes. Like, so nice to me. He was on this podcast. Just a great guy. He's awesome. And he gives me advice and helps me in words of encouragement and checks in on me. He's just like a awesome dude. Triple H gave me the kudos as well. It's just like an awesome organization, and I'm so happy to be a part of it, which is why I'm being arrogant and parading this thing around everywhere I go. I'm proud of it. Hey guys, if you like that clip, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to see more zany clips, click the video right here.